Hey everyone, I thought I'd just get on here to update everybody. You have to excuse me, still down and still trying to process everything that's going on. Well, I did hear back from um, the rental. Basically, it's kind of a scam, I think, due to um, they said they would give me basically, they had all documentation, they had everything. I was supposed to rent a house not that far from here. JWB has it listed on their website. I've heard things about JWB. I saw some things on the news about they were doing scams and stuff like that, but I was like, okay, they were on the news. They said they reached out to people. I thought they might have, realized that, okay, I'm under investigation. I'm going to start doing right. So I'm not being investigation, or that they can clear their name. There was a house, which everyone saw the video that I posted of the house. Like, due to the circumstances that I'm going through right now, um, we were given a voucher to basically do the home. Actually, there's multiples. I went to multiple housing programs before my auto accident and everything. But I'm ranting, but let's get back. But the house I was supposed to be basically, I felt moving into, toured it multiple times, gave them a list of everything that needed to be done. I even offered to do some upgrades for them. So if I decided to not buy the house, at least they would have had a kitchen remodel and everything done, and it would have gave me, you know, something to do or and work on basically skills, because I like, doing things like that. Um, but I received an email basically saying that they never rented from me. I mean, I've never rented from them or anything like that, which is true. I've never rented anything from JWB, but they did have documentation from another community that I was supposed to move into, like a while ago. It was like a gated community. It was basically my first property. A lady and some other people with like um what was it, like family services, something like that, said that they could use the voucher or something like that. I don't know. It's like I have a whole bunch of email, but I sent them the communication after they sent me something saying that we didn't have any of your documents, which that's a lie. I sent them my birth certificate, my daughter's birth certificate, our IDs, everything like that to get into the gate to view the home and do everything like that. Everything was approved, which I have the communication and I sent to them. So after I sent that to them, they got quiet. They didn't say anything. Then all of a sudden, there was like another home right here up the street that came available. So I applied it and I said, well, you have all my documentations. Could you just transfer it basically over to the home that's there, which you saw that we went through and everything like that. I didn't put the things that were wrong in the video that I showed you guys, like underneath the cabinet and stuff like that. But like I said, those are things I did not mind fixing due to the situation, being displaced and everything like that, which I'm still waiting to hear from the sheriff's office. They took all our equipment, they took everything, and like the identity fraud, basically they took our birth certificates, our IDs, documentation. They said that they're filing documentation and turning in documentation with our names on it, trying to close bank accounts and do all that stuff like that. Yeah, it's under federal investigation, and hey, that's them. That has nothing to do with me. As far as that part, I'm doing everything I can to stop what's going on, but I can only do what I can do in my power. So um, you know, and again, I'm going off subject, but as far as the housing, I'm waiting for them to get back. They said that, I'm on a list. There are some people that have reached out to try to help, but I let them know, if you're trying to reach out, trying to, steal more money or act like we need payees or anything like that, then I do not need your help. If you're generally asking or trying to help, then yes, I appreciate it. You come by, we can talk, I already let you know I have the police reports. I have everything, documented. I'm trying to do everything that I can in my power, um, trying to resolve issues that I have basically with the school, with the city, with the police officers, everything like that. Trying to do everything that I can, within my power. It's kind of hard for me to basically communicate sometimes, face to face, especially like talking on the phone, because of the conditions I had, basically have if I get too excited or whatever like that. And basically I'm not on the same medications, um, um, muscle Caesar vesicate, whatever you want to call it. I'm not trying to put labels, whatever like that. Basically, uh, I'm not trying to end up anywhere in a hospital or anything like that, because like I said, it's a lot of things going on, identity theft, all that stuff like that, that I'm just not, you know, I find I'll just sit here. But as far as, like I said, the housing, I don't know. Like I said, I have, saw, news reports. I have seen things about JWB, and it's not just JWB. I actually did like, Progress. What is it? Progress. First Key. There. What is it? It's like some other, um, little companies that they're saying that they help out to do housing and stuff like that, that I've, applied for and asked, um for resources and stuff. um Still haven't heard anything. But as just like I said, my rant right now is just basically the communication I got with the JWB, and how they basically were saying that they didn't have my information, but they currently do. I can actually put the screenshots and stuff on the end of the video, or I can post them. Um, any way you put it, they do have our information. They've had our information. I asked them if they had any information, or if they were closing the accounts, or if they were behind any of the identity theft, or gave our information to anybody, birth certificates or anything, that they please stop using them if they're not going to rent to us. Don't use our information. Don't look up our information. Don't do anything. Or they can come and let us rent the house or whatever. Basically, like I said, I'm just over everything that's going on. I wish that this was not taking as long as it was. Like, it's harming more, all because of an auto accident cover up, which supposedly they found money, did whatever, and everybody's just basically trying to claim stuff that's not theirs. Like I said, I had multiple cars stolen. My Nissan, a Ford that a lady who passed away gave me, and they took basically everything. Um, it's just a whole bunch of things that's going on. I'm just trying to keep myself together. But I thought I'd just get on here and just do a rant or something today. Just to talk about it. And if anybody knows any resources, if anybody knows any help, my basically information is listed. You can email, leave a message. That's basically what I can do right now. But I appreciate you guys listening to me, and I will get on here when I can, or if I get any information. Hopefully they're not scamming people. Hopefully there are genuine people out there, which basically at this point I haven't talked to any of them. There are some people that have reached out that were very nice, but I haven't gotten any help like other people have gotten. I haven't gotten any resources. I haven't gotten any funds. I haven't got anything, you know yet like that. But I will get on here, again, if anything comes up, or if anything is resolved. But thanks for listening, and I'll be back probably